In today's video, we're going to make a working suppressor to make my airsoft gun quieter. This airsoft gun is really loud. Sound amplifier, which kind of sucks. Got the battery hooked up. Hear how loud this is. That is very loud. Today we're going to make a makeshift suppressor out of all these materials. I hope you guys can enjoy this video. Leave a like. Special shout out to this guy. He stuck around for a long time, very loyal. If you want a shout out, hit me up in the comments. Alright, so what I did here was I made out a square. This isn't going to be the final shape. You can get an idea of what it's going to look like. So folding direction means we fold it going with the corrugation. You do not want to go against it. Your fold won't be clean and it's going to be really hard. Next thing is your suppressor length. That's these arrows here. These arrows tell you how long the suppressor is going to be. This length on the bottom, the base, doesn't really matter for now. This we can trim off as we go on to figure out how wide the suppressor has to be to fit around the barrel, if that makes sense. The next step I did was I ripped it off. Just a tip, one side is easier than the other. The reason why you still want to follow the corrugation is that will lead you to a cleaner fold. So after you do that, I'll show you the next step. The next thing I'm doing is I'm making sure this is a perfect fit. So what I just did is I took my pen right here and I made a mark right there of where it's very tight at. Then you can release and there's your mark. You should do the other to the other side. Take this, make your mark, take a ruler or a straight piece of cardboard and draw a line across. Then you take your super glue, then you glue it across, and that should be great. Then here comes the next step. Here's the straight line I made with my pen, connecting both sides. Then what you want to do is you take your glue, glue it across. Then after you glue it across, what you want to do is take this side, put it over this side. Then test if it's a good fit. Then here comes the next step. Here's the tube all finished and glued and fitted on the barrel. It fits nice and it's not going to fly off when you shoot it. Here's the tube all nicely glued. Other than that, we'll get to the next step. The next step is double layering. So I just ripped another piece off. It doesn't have to be pretty because this is the under layer and it's the frame of the tube. So you just have to glue it on, cut around it, and that's it. I'll show you when it's done. I just finished double layering the tube. Looks like this. Very simple. It's not the cleanest though, but that's why we have special fabric. But before we do the fabric, we have to make the internals. And yes, there are internals to this tube. Let me show you. This is what it looks like. Glued the ends with super glue. Make sure to glue the end and the inside with super glue as well, so it doesn't come undone. The next step is to take your tube, shove this until it's tight, take some marker or pen and draw a line over it, and then that's where you're gonna cut. After you cut out the cone to the size of the barrel, all you gotta do is just slide it in. That's what it should look like. So basically what this does is, let's say we push this in more, so we make room for the barrel. What the air will do is air goes in, and as the air goes in, that little hole, the BB will go through the hole, and the air will be compressed, and it will not make a popping sound, as you heard way before I even started how to make this. Get two of these, put your tube on one of them, get your tube ready, then trace it out and then cut out a circle that fits inside the tube. Then what you want to do is cut a hole for the BB. This would be fine. After that, all you want to do is make sure the cuts are deeper so then flaps can be created. Then you want to do the same thing to your other piece. Trace it out, cut a hole, glue the corrugation onto the corrugation like they're Legos. And this part will create a frame for the barrel so your suppressor doesn't get smushed down. After that, all you gotta do is just take your glue, glue it on the corrugation, make sure this fits on like a Lego, just put it together. Make sure you cut around as this is glued on. All we gotta do is assemble this onto the cone. This is what it looks like glued on. Now that you got your finished mechanism for the air, all you gotta do is put it inside the barrel the opposite way. So that's what it looks like. I just finished sealing it and sealing every tear, seal mark. Okay. So just super glue for this part. The next step I just did is I made a mark for where this is gonna stop in the barrel. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a stopper, and that stopper is what's going to prevent us from going all the way in. I was able to find out how wide the tube is, so this will fit perfectly. So I don't think you can see it that well, but oh, there we go. That ring right there, triple layered, just simple tapering cardboard, basically out of this stuff. All you gotta do is not glue it yet, put it in till it's a perfect fit. Then all you gotta do is put it in, shove it in, let it slide into the correct position, and now you can glue. So we're finished. But wait, it's very ugly, which, I mean, like, it works. I'll show you at the end of the video with the airsoft gun what works and how it looks, but it's not pretty. Here's a sneak peek of the suppressor, super flush, clean. This is like a foam paper I used. All right, this is the final result. Super clean, got the rope on. All right, let's test her out. We have the gun ready. First, we're gonna shoot it without the barrel to see what it sounds like before. All right, let's load her up. First shot with the magazine in. Now we have the suppressor on, and we're gonna shoot it on with the suppressor. And that concludes the video. Thanks for watching. Please drop a sub. See you next time.